Hi, I hope you all are fine at your home. So the topic that we are going to do today is pronouns. So what are pronouns? For that, just look at this example. Anjali is my best friend. Anjali is very intelligent. Anjali loves ice cream. Anjali lives near my house. Do you think that there is something odd in the sentences that I have written? So I am using Anjali again and again. Right. So if I don't want to use Anjali again and again, what can I use in place of that? I can also say she. No, Anjali is my best friend. Once I can take the name, and after that here I can use she. She is very intelligent. She loves ice cream, or she lives near my house. So instead of using the name, I am using she. So what is this name? This is a noun. Okay, but I am using other word in place of noun, and this is what is known as pronoun. So what are pronouns? Pronouns are the words that can be used in place of nouns. For example, Naman is playing. Naman is laughing. So instead of using Naman twice, what I can do is, here I have already taken the name Naman. So here I can write he is laughing. Okay. Now talk about types of noun. First one is personal pronoun. Now personal, where this word personal has come from? It has come from person, right? So all the pronouns that we refer to or we refer for a person, that is known as personal pronoun. In personal pronoun, we have subject pronouns and object pronouns. Now, you already know what is subject and what is object, right? Subject is the person that we are talking about. For example, he is looking at me. So here if you notice, this he is a subject and me is an object. So for subject I am using he. For object, I am using me. So let's now understand what are subject pronouns and what are object pronouns. Subject pronouns are the pronouns which are used as the subject. Most of the times you will use the subject pronouns in the beginning of the sentence. For example, he is looking at me. Okay, so he is the subject pronoun and it is coming at the beginning. So for example, if I want to talk about a male, for that I can use he. If I want to talk about female, for that I can use she. If I want to talk about any non-living thing or any animal, for that I can use it. You. Okay, second person you, and they. If I am talking about others, they is plural. Okay. For example, Naman, Saransh, Priyanshu are playing. If I want to remove these three names, so it is plural of course because we are talking about three boys. So if I want to remove these three names, instead of that, I can use they. So whenever you are talking about others in plural, in that case you can use they. And we, when do we use we? We is also used for plurals, but in this case I am included. Okay, for example, I, my brother and my parents are going somewhere. Instead of these three, I, my parents, my brother, I can remove these three. Instead of that, I can use we. Okay. So what is the difference between we and they? We is used when I am also included. They is used when I am not included. That means I am just talking about third person. I am talking about others. Okay. So these all are the subject pronouns. I also. So whenever I am talking about myself, in that case, we can use I. So I is also a subject pronoun. So these all are the examples of subject pronoun. For example, she. She is cooking food. Right? So that's what I am doing. I am using subject pronoun again at the beginning of the sentence. Now let's talk about object pronouns. Object pronouns here, for example, me. So this is an object pronoun. So what is the object pronoun for he? For he, we use him. For example, I am going with. You have two options, he or him. So what will you choose? You choose him. Why not he? Because he is a subject pronoun. That's why we cannot choose he here. Okay. So the object pronoun of she is her. I know her. Know she? No. You cannot say I know she, because again that is a subject pronoun and we cannot use the subject pronoun at the end. So for that case we will use object pronoun. For it, object pronoun is same, it. For you, object pronoun is same, you. For example, I want to play with you. So you can use you at the beginning also, or you can use you at the end also. That means you can be used as both, as a subject pronoun as well as an object pronoun. Okay. They, what is the object pronoun for they? It's them. Look at an example. I am having fun with them. Okay. You cannot say I am having fun with they. No. That doesn't make any sense. But the rule here is that you cannot use subject pronouns at the end. That's why we are just avoiding it. So I am having fun with them. ठीक है, मुझे उनके साथ मजे आ रहे हैं. So that is I am having fun with them. So that's why here the object pronoun for they is them. Object pronoun for we is us. Okay. We are going to the market. Would you like to come with us? Okay, so we, I'm using we at the beginning, I'm using us at the end. So we is the subject pronoun and us on the other hand is object pronoun. I, what is the object pronoun of I? It's me. He is looking at I? No. He is looking at me. So these are the subject pronouns and these are the object pronouns. Okay. If we want to refer to a male, in that case we use he. If we want to refer to a female, in that case we use she. If we want to refer to any non-living thing or any animal, in that case we use it. So these three are used as singular. Okay. But if we want to talk about plural, so they and we, they are plural pronouns. They is others, I'm talking about others, and we is I am also included in that, right? I is used for myself and you is used for the second person, you. Okay, and these are the object pronouns that you can use at the end of the sentence. Possessive is when something belongs to us. Okay, something belongs to you, something belongs to me. Those are possessive pronouns. For example, I am saying this is my book. What is the other way of saying the same sentence? I can say this book is mine. Okay, so here you are showing that something belongs to you. Okay, book, wallet, chair, pen, whatever it is. Something belongs to you. In that case, we use possessive pronoun. For example, I am saying it is your pen. Huh? How can I change it? This pen is yours. Okay? So, here my book. This is pronoun plus noun. Okay? But here what I am doing, noun is here and at the end. You are using a pronoun at the end. So, in that case, you use possessive pronouns. So, what are possessive pronouns? For you, we use yours. For a girl, we use hers. Okay? For myself, I will use mine. For us, I will use ours. For example, this is our house. So, I can say this house is ours. Meaning is same. Meaning is completely same. You are just using possessive pronouns instead of pronoun plus noun. Okay. So, noun is coming here. The house is ours. The pronoun is coming at the end of the sentence. So, whenever you talk about something that belongs to you, in that case, you use possessive pronouns. Okay. Yours, hers, mine, ours. For a boy, we can use his. Okay. Its. Right. So, all these are possessive pronouns. How will you choose that which possessive pronoun will go with which noun? For that, you will have to look here. Your pen. So, your pen will get changed to yours. Our house will get changed to ours. If I talk about any girl's thing, for example, this is her bag. So, you can replace her bag with hers. This bag is hers. So, these are all possessive pronouns. The next one is demonstrative pronouns. Now, what are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronouns are used to refer to any object. Okay? This, that, these, those. These are demonstrative pronouns. For example, if something is near you, in that case you use this. For example, this is a star. Huh? If something is away, for example, it's here. So, you can say that is a star. What are these and those then? These is plural of this. These plural of this. And what is those? Those is plural of that. Now you can again look at the pictures. I can say these are stars. It could be any object, okay? I am just showing the picture of star. That's why I am taking star. It could be pen, bottle, anything. And if it's here, then I can say those are stars. Okay, so this is the difference between this and that, and then these and those. For singular, you can use this, that. For plural, we can use these, those, right? You already know about interrogative sentences, okay? The sentences in which you ask questions, all those are interrogative sentences. What are interrogative pronouns? For example, why, which, when, where. So the words that you're using to make a question, all these are interrogative pronouns. Okay? For example, why means क्यों, which कौन सा, when कब, where कहाँ. You have more. Okay? Why are you dancing? Okay, so this pronoun why is helping you to make a question. So all the pronouns through which you can make a question, all those are interrogative pronouns. This is really very simple, but you just know, you just should know that where to use why, where to use which, when, where. For example, I'm saying, are you going? So can I say, who are you going? No, that is not making any sense. But I can say, where are you going? Or I can also say, why are you going? Okay, so you just have to look at which particular pronoun, which particular interrogative pronoun will be suitable in a particular sentence. Next is reflexive pronouns. For example, I am saying, she hurt herself. Right? So, herself. I am underlining herself here. What are you understanding from this sentence? She hurt herself. That means, who is the receiver? If I ask, who is the receiver of the action? First of all, what is the action? Hurt. Okay? Who is the receiver of the action? This girl. She hurt herself. So, this is a reflexive pronoun. When the action, the receiver of the action is that particular person only, that is reflexive pronoun. For example, it did it. It did by itself. Okay. So, who is receiving the action? This animal or anything. He completed his homework by himself. So, this is something that the subject did. What is the subject pronoun here? He. Who completed the homework? He. So, when subject does something, in that case, we use reflexive pronouns. So, what are reflexive pronouns? Herself. कि उसने खुद किया, उस लड़की ने himself. उस लड़के ने खुद किया. Myself. Okay? I did it by myself. कि ये मैंने खुद किया. So that is reflexive pronoun. Itself. When you talk about anything or any animal, in that case you use itself. Ourselves. Now why we are using ourselves? Because our is plural. So whenever you talk about plurals, so F can be replaced by VES. Okay? Yourselves. Again plural. So when you talk about plural, it will be selves. And when you talk about singular, it will be self. Right? So these are reflexive pronouns. जो subject अपने ऊपर ही और खुद से ही कोई action कर रहा है, in that case you can directly use reflexive pronouns. Myself, himself, herself, itself, yourselves, ourselves. These all are the examples of reflexive pronouns. For example, उस लड़की ने अपना सारा काम खुद किया. So she did all her work by herself. Okay. So the reflexive pronoun here is herself. Now if you want to talk about any boy, you can use himself. If I want to talk about me, I can use myself. If I want to talk about anything or any animal, I can use itself. Okay. For plural, we or you can use ourselves, yourselves and themselves. For they, you can use themselves. For you can use yourselves. For we can use ourselves. For it, itself. For I, myself. He, himself. She, herself. Okay? These all are the hints that you can look in the sentence and you can choose your reflexive pronoun accordingly. Next one is indefinite pronouns. First of all, if you break this word, this is in plus definite. Definite means something specific. Okay? Since I am using in with it, that means this is opposite of it, not specific. So all the pronouns that do not refer to any person in particular, that means you are talking about anything in general, in that case you use indefinite pronouns. Indefinite, you can just learn the meaning, not specific, and then you'll know what are indefinite pronouns. For example, all. That means I am, for example, all the students will have to do this. कि सब बच्चों को ये करना पड़ेगा. That means I'm not talking about any particular student. I'm talking about all the students as whole. Right? So, in indefinite pronouns, you do not just focus on one person or you do not talk about any person in particular. You just talk about in general. Okay? Someone. Could be anyone. You do not know. For example, someone is coming today. कोई आ रहा है. But again, I'm not referring to any particular person. If I'm saying Anushka is coming, that means I'm referring to that girl, Anushka. But if I'm saying someone is coming, it could be anyone. Okay, that means I'm not talking about any specific person. Then everyone. Everyone needs air to breathe. कि सबको चाहिए. Okay, that means again I'm talking about everyone. Anybody can take this. So these all are the examples of indefinite pronouns where you are not referring to any person in particular. You are talking about things or you are talking about people in general. These are the examples and there are more examples. Any, somebody, someone, everyone, everything. So all these are the examples of indefinite pronouns. Distributive pronouns. Distributive pronouns are the pronouns that refer to nouns one at a time. That means you are just referring to one person at a time. Each, either, neither. First of all, what is the meaning of each? Each of us must do this. That means, let's say we are 10 people. Okay? And I'm saying each of us must do this. कि हम 10 में से 10 हर एक को ये करना चाहिए. That is each. Each student should learn the exercise. That means, let's say there are 30 students. Each student means हर एक बच्चे को ये exercise learn करनी है. That means I am referring to one person at a time. Okay? Either of you can go. Either means, for example, there are two people. Whenever we are using either or neither, that means there are two people. Either is out of you two, like one can do this. Okay? Neither means out of you two, nobody can do this. That is neither. So, either of you can go. That means like there are two people, so आप दोनों में से कोई भी एक जा सकता है. One person, so that is either of you can go. कि आप दोनों में से कोई भी जा सकता है. Either. Neither of you can go. That you are two and none of you can go. So that is each. When you are referring to every person in the class, that is each. कि हर एक को ये करना है. Either means you are two in numbers and anybody can do that. Neither, again you are two in numbers but nobody can do that. Okay. Also, they always take singular verb. For example, each of us is going. Right? That means each will take the singular verb. Either of us is going. Again, singular. So each, either, neither, they will take singular verb. Okay. Now read all the examples and revise all the concepts religiously. We shall discuss your doubts in the doubt session. Bye-bye. Have a good day.